What's going on, YouTube family? Austin Zay back here with another YouTube video. I'm actually driving down the road right now, so I'm gonna look at the road a little bit. I'm gonna look at you a little bit, and I just wanna have a pretty candid conversation with you. You probably saw the title and the thumbnail. I actually just made another video. At the end of this video, once you hear what this is all about, you're gonna be pretty inspired. So I would go watch, there's like kind of like a two-part video. So I'll put it at the end of this video. You'll see either at the top of the screen or the left-hand side of the screen, there'll be a link where you can check out that other video that relates to this. And I just did that one a little while ago. So for the purpose of this video, you know, people are always asking me, number one, you know, like why your network is your net worth, okay? And that's kind of what I explained about in the other video. But in this video, I want to talk to you guys about how do you actually go hang out with ballers? Like how do you surround yourself? Like everyone's always talking about, like, you know, hang out with people that force you to level up, right? You know, your top 5 friends are, you know, whatever they do, you're gonna do. You know, if all of your friends smoke weed and play video games, you're gonna smoke weed and play video games, right? If you hang out with 5 millionaires, you're gonna be the 6th millionaire. But what nobody really ever talks about is, like, how the hell do you do that, right? And when you're just getting started out as an entrepreneur, you know, you're like, man, like I've never talked to a millionaire. You're like, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know how to get around this guy who's got freaking, you know, all this stuff going on, right? And so I feel like that is more common than anything, right? And nobody's talking about that. So how do you know, get it as to be a part of the good old boys club, you know, is what some people would call it. And you know, real quick in this video, you know, I'm not gonna take up much more of your time, but I want to give you guys a couple of pointers, right? I want to give you guys a couple of pointers. So you know, number one thing you could do, okay, if you're taking notes, is you could go work for them for free, okay? You could offer some sort of product or service or value to their life for free, okay? You know, and like, that's probably one of the biggest ways you can do it. You know, obviously, once you get in their life and you work for free and you do whatever it takes and you hustle, you put in the grit, you have the resilience, you know, they might notice you pretty fast, and, you know, you could elevate, right, in that company or that, you know, with that person, okay? And eventually they might be your mentor. You might start businesses with them. It's something that I've personally done a lot of in my life, and, you know, it works very well, okay? So that's one way you can do it. And I have other videos on my YouTube channel about, like, you know, doing that also. So definitely check that out. You know, number 2 thing you can do is just be persistent as shit, okay? Excuse my language, but look, you know, I know a lot of these other big influencers, a lot of these big, you know, like celebrity type people, and, you know, in order for you to get in their sphere, right, in order for them to recognize you and to actually really, to be honest, to really give a crap, you gotta be persistent as hell. Look, there's still people in my life today that if I just send one email to or one text or call them one time, they're not gonna get back to me, right? Like, I'm still a nobody in comparison to like the majority of people in the world. So you know, there's levels to this whole thing, right? And if you're watching this right now, regardless of what level you're on, that applies. So if you know, I sent out this, it's actually a true story. About a week or 2 ago, I sent an email to a big real estate guy and trying to get a meeting with him. You know, he's way bigger than I am, okay? Didn't reply, right? You know, sent him, I waited a couple days, sent him another email. You know, the look and feel of the email was different, but I sent him another email. Then I texted him, right? Then I called and left a voicemail, and then I emailed him again. And then I finally just went and showed up at his office, and I was like, hey man, my name's Austin, blah, blah, I sent you some emails, called you, texted you, whatever. And he's like, oh, he's like, yeah, I got all of that. I was waiting for you to come in. So, you know, now I'm really good friends with the guy, okay? So again, that's just an example of what it might look and feel like for you. Could be different, but the takeaway is to be persistent, okay? You can't give up, right? You cannot give up. You know, another thing you can always do is, you know, you gotta believe that you deserve to hang out with these people before you probably deserve it, right? So you have to be convicted of that. You know, and I did just talk about this recently in another, you know, from another perspective in one of my recent YouTube videos. So, you know, go check that out. But guys, like, I had #1 real estate entrepreneur in my bio before I was the #1 real estate entrepreneur. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're watching this right now, like, I convinced myself that I was #1 before I was #1, and then I just went out and did that, okay? So just remember that. And, you know, again, that's an example. Obviously, I could think of 100 more examples where I, you know, in my head, I already had a Lamborghini before I had a Lamborghini, You know what I mean? And so I could smell it, touch it, feel it. Like, you know, I could go to the fucking store, excuse my language, probably have to beep that out, and fill it full of gas before I actually had the car. It was so real to me, right? It was so vivid to me, okay? So, again, number 3 is be convicted of that, okay? Be convicted that you deserve that already, right here, right now, okay? You know, the only other thing I can add is, you guys gotta be the hardest worker, you know? Stop talking about it and start doing it, right? You know, if you wanna hang out with a guy who has 1 million followers on Instagram, I suggest you start growing your goddamn brand. Like, what the hell are you doing? You can't have 800 followers for the rest of your life and expect the guy with 1 million followers to DM you back, okay? Look, guys, this is the 21st century. Figure it out. Spend the money. Your network's your net worth. So if you've been building your network, call some people that have the answers and figure out what the hell you have to do to get seen by these people, right? To get around these people. I'm telling you, it's worth it. So, you know, you gotta start thinking outside of the box if you're watching this right now. Like, stop just sitting twiddling your damn thumbs, wondering how you're gonna pull it off, and get out there and just start doing it, right? Baby steps until you pull it off, okay? Those were a couple of quick tips on how you can hang out with ballers, okay? How are you gonna hang out with ballers? Look, guys, if you want me to expand on this video even more, I will. I'll do it, okay? I'll come up with another 4 freaking tips. I got you. Whatever it is that you need, I got you. All you have to do is drop in the comment section down below what you'd like to see on my YouTube channel, and I'll freaking make it happen, okay? I'll make it happen. I'll deliver the value. I'll provide the content because I want you to go out there and be massively successful and achieve all your goals and dreams, okay? Beyond your wildest imagination. I'm telling you, it's possible. I'm normal. I did it. If you're normal, you can do it. If you're above normal, hell, you got a better chance than I had, okay? So go out there, make it happen. Please subscribe if you haven't already, okay, guys? You know, we beat the algorithm if you subscribe, if you smash the thumbs up button, you go and you turn on the notification bell. Anything you guys can do, it helps my channel out, which in turn helps you out because then it inspires me to produce more content for you. Okay, so I would really appreciate that if you could. But guys, until next time, I'll see you there.